Oh, yeah. I hope you hear me. Yeah. Hodi, I called him a limo. Hodi, I called him a convoy. Montima ulichete, hukufuna mwe. Asikufuna kwanga, akutini sala neka. Asikufuna kwanga.
Thank you so much. My names are John Pili in Lusaka, and I'm the founder of Home of Shiloh Orphanage, which is based in Ibex Extension here in Lusaka. Let me say a little bit about the orphanage. We started this orphanage last year in November on 7th, 2020. When we started, we had 3 children which are orphans. Then later on, we increased from 3 to 5. Then from 5 now, we have got 7 orphans and a Home of Shiloh. Actually, I came across the kids because most I do my ministry outside of the town. So most when I go out there to minister, to do the work which God has given me, mostly I identify those kids to know that they have got no parents and they have got nothing to do actually, and they are not going to school. So I thought, okay, let me come in and help out the children. Yes, they are all orphans. Actually, we do communicate with their guardians where I pick them from. They try to find out how the kids are doing. Sometimes they would like to come and just to check on the kids, which I do to say, okay, they check the kids to be sure that the kids are they're in safe hands. At the moment, they are not in school due to the lack of finances. Actually, they are supposed to be in school, but due to the struggle and what's going on right now, the economy is bad. I'm the only person right now looking after the children, but I would love to ask those out there, those who are willing, sponsors, donors, if they may come in, because I've got more kids outside who are willing to come into this organization. So I need extra hand. One hand is not enough, but I need more people to come in to support these orphans. Yes, if I have extra people, I can bring more children because there are a lot of children out there who need a support. Actually, the little I'm getting from where I'm working, I manage to buy a few things for these kids, also to do extra work out there just to ensure that these children, they've got food on the table. Exactly. Actually, let me mention this as well. Where we are here is a rented place. So I would love if we can have our own place, the apartment at least, to know that at least this is our own place. So I have no stress concerning maybe it's month end. We start like now thinking about the rentals. So if we have our own apartment, it will help us out. Yeah, something big enough at least to accommodate at least a big number of the other orphans which are out there, and also to take them to school. At the moment, we do not have, but I would like to extend, if this ministry grows, to also involve those, because they also need our help as a ministry. Yes. Actually, I had a couple of people who have come through to say no, would like to adopt the child, but in this organization, actually, we adopting the children to train them, to teach them, at least to, to take them to school. Once they are done with their education, they can stand on their own. So we don't allow like someone to come out from out there to come and adopt a child here. So if I told most of them, I've told them to say, okay, if you want to adopt a child, they would rather go to social welfare, which are the right people who can do that. But as for us here, we just adopt. Well, let me say a little bit about myself. Actually, I'm an orphan as well. I lost my father when I was 10 years old, and I lost my mother, that was 2018. So I understand, and I know how it feels to be an orphan. And also due to the treatment I was receiving out there, being an orphan, by then mom was still around, but due to lack of finances, actually, she didn't meet up for my target, what I needed. So now, when I was growing up as an orphan, I saw a lot of challenges. Life, it was hard for me. Things were rough for me. I used to go out there, I do some piecework, I go to school, just like that, until by the grace of God, I managed to finish grade 12, which I wasn't satisfied. Then I came across this the vision when God showed me about the orphanage, that I may look after the vulnerable orphans, which it kept coming into my heart. So all these years I've been wondering to say, one day I would like to help out those children, because looking at where I'm coming from and the pain and the struggle which I went through, it was a lot for me. So now, if I talk about these kids, sometimes most of them, sometimes lack of finances, lack of maybe education, they end up being in the street. Some of them, they become, maybe they start stealing. They even do a lot of things. It's talk about the young age, they go out there to do prostitution. Before they know it, maybe they are even affected. So me personally, it pains me a lot. So I thought maybe I would help out for these kids. So how I came about this thing, it was last year. It became so strong when it was burning my heart. Each time I go into the street, I could see the children, the way they are suffering. You found that maybe a young child selling, some tomatoes. Now you think about their future. That means their future, they've got no future. So I thought, let me start something which it will bring something for these vulnerable orphans. So I came about this to ensure that at least I can better their lives. They can have a bright future, not what I went through, not the pain I saw, because for me it was too much. So I never wanted these children to be dormant. I don't know, tomorrow God may lift them, they become somebody. They're also going to remember someone else out there. So that's how I came across this ministry. So it was last year when it was so strong, I said, now let me step into this, and I just found myself doing it. I started slowly, buying few things. It wasn't like at once. It was just like a sacrifice. The little I was having, I could do my savings while I'm buying few things, until now I said, let me start. So it was last year November when I said, now finally, Home of Shiloh, it has to start. That's how I went out there to register the children. Then later on again, I managed to find the house. Then with due time, we started. So it was all by our God in heaven, by His grace. Yeah, so through the hardship which I went through, I want these children to feel that love which I was lacking, because for me, I never experienced love. What I could see, it was just pain. But now, looking at these children, since now God is there, He's been keeping me, and I want these children to feel that love they have never experienced before.
I hope you hear me. I hope you feel my pain. Yeah.